I was getting a phone call that I actually couldn't avoid. I had to take the call, and it was, I don't want to call it a personal call, but it was just business. And also, I had another massive wasp in my damn van, and I can't get over how massive it was. We're not talking about a baby wasp. It was a nasty black big wasp. And thankfully for Pilot Dave, who's behind me, he had no problem with grabbing that sucker and throwing him out of my van, which I was not grabbing him. He was massive. And I feel like every time I mess around with bugs, what's this guy doing? Oh. The light just turned the green arrow for me while the other, I don't know. I don't understand that light. That was weird. So anyway, like I said, everybody, we are heading to, I just tried to do a live stream. I don't even know if it'll actually go on the air now or not, or if it'll be posted. I know that, I was trying to do a live stream a minute ago, but like I said, some problems happened. And what's crazy is I almost wonder if I have like wasps living up in my ceiling here. And it bugs me out because that's the second time now. I just saw another massive one, and the other day, I saw one yesterday in here, I think. Yeah, it was yesterday. And I even found a tick on me too yesterday. So everybody, ticks are out, you know. Beware. It's springtime. So now, with like today, it's getting a little bit later in the day. Like, it's not such early morning now. I shouldn't say it's getting later in the day. It's still 9:19. But by the time we get to the airport here, where we're going to, you'll see like thermal activity is going to start happening. We're going to start getting some winds. I can already see the winds right now blowing. I wanted to kind of go to the Delaware side of New Jersey, the Delaware Bay side, right? And that's like the ultimate cheat code. It's like, if the winds are coming the other way, which I call offshore, or I mean off land, right? Normally we come and fly inland. And today, like, the winds are a little bit on the higher side, so it's like, it's great for kiting, good to get like sand out of your glider, and also it's great for trying to basically push yourself for a little flights inland to really understand the bumps and things like that, because really, when the bumps that I basically talk about and describe when I'm flying are nothing. They're really nothing compared to what it really could feel like. And don't get it wrong, I've been through some of the really bad bumps. You know, I've been through a few collapses, which I've shared with all of you guys. I haven't shared all of them, and there's reasons, you know. Like I said, I fly with so many other people that I always ask everybody out of respect, like, hey, do you mind, I'm going to have all my cameras rolling, you're going to be in the video because I'm going to try to fly near you, or you'll fly close to me, I just want you to know, you know. And, you know, most of the time, everybody's always very cool with me having all the cameras going. They know that I make videos anyway. I really enjoy capturing the moment. And then also, like, when I get to share it with new people, like new to me people, like yesterday, I am really obsessed with it. Like, I can't get enough of it. I can't wait to watch our flight, you know, and things like that. So, but, you know, but then with how much I fly, I do catch people and myself making mistakes when you fly. The one thing about paramotoring that everybody does it. I shouldn't say everybody, but it happens to most of the pilots, is that you get overly confident and excited. You know, anytime you're flying low, you're over confident because anything can happen. And normally if you fly low, you should be smart about it and at least be flying with a headwind. So if you have a motor out, you can instantly try to land. If you do that with a tailwind and you're going 30, 40 miles an hour, you're not going to be able to run that out, no matter how athletic you are, you know. You're going to belly flop and worse, do a front flip with the paramotor on your back. And then we all know how that goes. That's an instant fail brake. So, but regardless of that, you know, yesterday was a ton of fun. I got to hang out with a whole nother pilot that found me on Facebook from my videos, which I thought was really cool. Just another guy who shares the Facebook group lifestyle, you know, and he probably saw that I had, like I shared, you know how like when you post a video, jeez, that was a bad fall. When you post a video about like a reel, a shore, or anything, it always gives you the option of dropping your location. Like, where were you flying? New Jersey, Florida, California, blah, blah, blah. So, I think that that's how he noticed where I was at, because then he messaged me, and was like, oh man, I fly in New Jersey too. He told me where he's at, he asked where I was, I told him where I was, and then boom, 2 days later, boom, we're hanging out, flying together, which was awesome, actually. And you know what was really cool was that I wanted to know where he comes here, around here, because he lives a little bit more inland, right? And he told me his epic beach spot, and I said, dude, let's go there. You know, that sounds like a ton of fun. I've actually never been over there. And what's so crazy is that I have been to this beach before, but never to fly. I used to skimboard a lot, and way back in the day, there used to actually be like this cool skimboarding competitions, like right outside of the surfing competitions. It was just all fun little things just to get out on the beach and do active things on the beach. Like, to me, I never played like any sport games too much, which I always knew I'd be always. I can't believe I didn't play sports growing up more, because I would have been so competitive, you know, to everybody, and I loved playing like that. But, you know, I grew up with riding and skateboarding and skimboarding, snowboarding, and things like that, and a little bit of surfing. I used to always have a problem with paddling out, and then I come to find out I was doing a lot of things wrong with how I would paddle out, which that's a whole nother thing. But dude, anyway, we're here coming up to the airport right now. I'm super excited about this. It's crazy to think that I get the chance to come out here at times like this, especially when work can be a little bit on the lighter side. And right now, you know, today work is a little bit on the lighter side. So while I'm in between work, I just figured we'll come out here, hang out for a little bit at the airport. It is my favorite thing to do. But this is what's kind of crazy about these days, is that I'm basically on call. So I do have my other change of clothes with me, because you never know. I probably might have to just out of nowhere instantly leave and go to work. So but yeah, so like I said, we're here heading into the airport, my favorite place to be. We're gonna come in and drive in on the east end. Yeah, this is gonna be the east end. Normally I used to always go in on the west end, but you know, I just like to stay away from everybody else. There's a lot more pilots on the west side than there is the east side. But don't get me wrong, there are pilots on the east side, obviously. They're all on the east and west end, but excuse me. The helicopter pilot's over there, so there's actually people over there working right now. So I'd rather just stay away from people that are actually working by the hour. So, all right, we got a gate code to always come in. We got the gate here. Show you guys the gate. The gate. All right, gate's opening. Boom. Open! The ground's actually finally starting to dry up there now, which is good. Go see what the windsock's doing. The wind is supposed to pick up pretty good speeds today. Let's go see what that windsock looks like. So this, guys, is right where I just did that local flying at on Saturday when I came here. This is where all the airplanes were actually parked up, right here. And the party was right out of these hangars right here, guys. It was so much fun, and really, if you guys ever have the chance to go to a fly-in at a local airport, don't miss out. Don't miss out. I mean, incredible time. Best time ever, right? So, alright, so just pulling up now to the airport. I can see the windsock's not really that dramatic. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Crossing over the airstrip, make sure there's no airplanes. The windsock is trying to pick all the way up, but we did see winds. Could be getting up to about 15 to 18 miles an hour, but that's nothing to sneeze at, you know. Alright, I'm trying to think here where my spot is. There's like these new poles that are out. So, it looks like the grass is growing up pretty thick here. It's like getting harder to tell where I've always been flying at. Wow, I'm having a hard time picking where I can actually land. Oh yeah, wow, it's definitely over here. Dude, I was just looking at the field here like I've never looked at it before. That was really nuts. Alright, so I'm gonna go right here. Boom. Alright, we're parking up. Boom, we are here at the airport. Boom. Dude, I almost couldn't see it. The grass is growing. This is it, though, because I kept getting confused. I'm like, man, is it on the other side or is it right here? And it's amazing how the grass is coming in.
I use that weather vane as my indicator because we're usually a little more forward of that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Let's set up. Let's do it. All right, so me and Pilot Dave here, we're going to set up. I'll probably go for a little flight. What I'm going to do is we'll set up the camera. We'll go put it off to the side for right now. Go put you guys off a little bit over to the side while we set up. The sun is pretty bright out here right now. Let's get my pedestal stand out here. Oh yeah, get you guys over here. Right now, winds they're right there. They can start to get a little bit heavy, but we're also starting to talk about thermals now and things like that. So, like I said, this is some pretty good winds. This is some pretty good winds. So let's set up my stand here if I can. Give me a second, guys, while I set this up, while you guys look at my ugly mug. Here, let me, I can set you guys up in this thing actually already. So you guys don't have to keep staring at me do this. This is actually pretty funny and embarrassing. All right. Okay, you guys are, oh, what? What happened to my little, oh, okay. I was like, what? Okay.
Dude, that home trick with the loop that showed me, that's the shit.
Yeah, it's the way, man.
That is the way.
It's a good method, you know.
Great method.
Okay. Boom.
That's gonna be gusty.
Yep. Yeah, but it's great for feeling it though, man. This is nice.
Great for standing in place.
Right. If it stays gusty like this, I'll actually go up for one.
I ran over my glider yesterday and wiped it all down. It had all kinds of sand and mud all over it.
Ran it over?
No, I mean,
Oh.
I laid it
Yeah,
out
yeah.
and I
I was like, what?
I inspected it.
Yeah, no, that's good. Good. perfect center, maybe?
Every time. Every time.
Yeah, well, winds are definitely on the higher side, guys. So we're just messing around. I'll definitely see you guys on the next one. I'll try to do a video a little bit later. The winds are a little bit higher than I was expecting. So hope that you guys all enjoyed, like always. Till next one. Peace out.